March 11th, 2021, 9:55 p.m., Istanbul International Airport. Flight 307 was set to depart from Istanbul to Dhaka. On board were 180 passengers, including business travelers, returning families, and one mysterious man sitting silently in seat 14A. No one knew his name. He boarded late, wore a dark overcoat despite the warm temperature, and carried a single worn leather bag. He didn't speak, didn't look around, just stared out the window, unblinking. The flight took off smoothly. The crew began serving dinner. Laughter, chatter, the smell of warm food. A regular long-haul night flight. But something wasn't right. A flight attendant named Samira noticed it first. 14A hadn't touched his food, hadn't moved for over 2 hours. She walked over gently. "Sir, are you okay?" He slowly turned his head. His voice was barely audible. "I don't want to land in Dhaka. I'm not going there to live." Samira froze. She tried to ask more, but the man pulled out a piece of folded paper and handed it to her. It was a handwritten note. "This is not a threat, but I have no one left. I've lost my family in the pandemic. I lost my job, my home, and I'm returning not because I want to, but because I have no reason to stay. If I don't make it, I just want the world to know. I loved once. I tried once. And I flew even when I was broken." Alarmed, Samira immediately informed the captain. Quietly, discreetly, the crew engaged the man in conversation, offering help, water, even just presence. A doctor on board checked on him. Physically, he was fine, but mentally he was somewhere between despair and goodbye. The captain made a silent decision to not just fly this man home, but to remind him he still had a reason to land. Over the next few hours, crew members took turns sitting beside him. A Bangladeshi father traveling with his 2 kids offered him tea. A teenage girl showed him a drawing she'd made of the clouds. Seat 14A was no longer alone. By the time the flight began its descent into Dhaka, the man had tears in his eyes. Quiet, heavy tears. As the wheels touched down, passengers clapped, not just for landing, but for saving a soul midair. At the arrival gate, airport staff and a counselor waited, informed beforehand by the airline. The man turned to Samira and said, "Thank you for not letting me disappear." He walked out, not fast but not hesitant either.